Hi Flosstube! Welcome back to my channel, SamBrie Stitches. My name is Becca and this is Shadow. Some people wanted to see her in the video, so we trained her to sit up on the mantle fireplace for a little bit so that she could be in the intro. This is Flosstube number 18 and the date is February 26th. So I wanted to welcome any new viewers, new subscribers. This is a channel about cross stitch. So hopefully you like what you see as far as that goes, and you like and you subscribe and you leave comments. And then to my returning subscribers, you guys know that I appreciate you so very much. You guys are such an amazing support system. You've become my family, my stitchy family, and I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to pause this so that Shadow can go lay down because she doesn't have much space up here. So here's one last look at her. She loves mini marshmallows, so one last look at her. She's adorable. Okay, there you go, baby. Okay, I am back. Glad everybody got to meet Shadow and she behaved. I wanted to thank Stitcher Mel. She talked about Brandy's Be Stitch Me group and how there was a blaming thread on our addiction to her fabric. And Carla, Rolodex Stitcher, had blamed me, and Stitcher Mel blames Carla, so therefore I'm the grandma Be Stitch Me fabric enabler to Stitcher Mel. So it was kind of funny, but thank you. Thank you for that funny little shout out. Appreciate it. And congratulations on 3,000. That is awesome. Someday I hope to get there. Okay, now on to, I have a couple fully finished pieces. I've posted the first one on Instagram, so you've probably have seen it, but it is this one. And this wreath I found at Goodwill last year. And I was like, I could figure out to do something with that. And then it just sat around until finally I found this lucky pattern. And this is from CherryHillStitchery, I believe. If not, I'll make a note up here I didn't write it down. So what I did is I used, you know, those hoops that everybody uses to stitch with or to display. I use those as the template. So, because I have a whole bunch of different sizes. And so I just drew the circle on the back of the cross stitch fabric. And then I drew that circle on sticky board and cut it out. And then I just had the perfect placement for the circle on the back without having to try to figure it out. And they stuck it on there, and I glued the backs of the stitch piece to the sticky board. And then I did the same thing with the hoop tracing again on the fabric. So yeah, it's not perfect. I didn't use any batting. Some people do. I'm lazy and it looks fine to me. So I love this piece. And then it just has a little hanger up here. This is the back. It's really ugly. I didn't finish it. You could see I had to glue. It barely sits in there, and then that's how the back looks. But eventually I'll put some felt or something on it. I don't know, but nobody's gonna see the back, so I don't care. My other finish was a start and finish in one day. And this is Lizzie Kate's St. Patrick's. And I'm looking for trim. I can't find good trim that matches this that I want to work. So right now it's kind of plain, but hopefully you can see the St. Patrick's in yellow. And then this is the back of it. So it's a cute little tiny pillow. And then on to, I was gonna do previous finish since you got to meet my dog Shadow. Maybe next time you can meet my other small dog. She is not a friendly dog, so I don't know how I'd get her in the video. But I have a whole section for like a little dog decor section. I made a leash holder, and I'll insert a picture here. That's down by the door, but I can't take it off the wall because it's stuck. But we use that leash holder for their leashes so that we can just hook them up and take them right out the front door. But my previous finish that goes in the little display area, this is a Lizzie Kate pattern. And the fabric, if you can see, has dog paws printed on it. This is fabric flare fabric. And then the back of it is just dog paws with a little heart. So that sits in the little decor area. And then I have a couple redone. There's the dog themed one. And on the back it says sit down and relax. And then their treats go in this bark rayon canister. So that's the little display area that I have for the dogs. They get their treats there, and that just kind of sits on a little table just outside the kitchen. So it's kind of a neat little thing for my sweet, sweet doggies. Eventually I'll have to stitch something for the rabbit, for the guinea pig, but that'll come in time. I showed this as a previous finish before, but I have got it onto the sticky board now. I'm having a hard time trying to make my idea come to life, so I'm still working on it, but at least it's on the sticky board, and then that's the back of it. It's just hot glued around. Super easy. My idea for this is I have a whole bunch of different fabrics, and I guess I need to cut a bigger sticky board for the backing. And then like I have a snowflake fabric for this one. I have hearts for this one. So I wanted to do strips of the different fabric to go with the different letter and season behind it. And then I think I'm just gonna have this hang from one of my decorative windows that I have hanging up on the wall. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is just trying to get the fabric to work and everything like that, since I don't sew. That's the fun part. And then I also posted this on Instagram. It was a start and finish yesterday. This is spring, and it's a free pattern by the Stitcherhood. Hopefully the colors are picking up. So what I did is I'm going to use this as the backing fabric for it. So I did the little flowers in pink and the blue to match it. And of course that has to be on purple because I love purple. So that'll be another spring pillow, and that will give me 2. I usually like to have 3 to 4, so I need to get stitching. Trying to catch up on seasonal is rough when you're wanting to put it out at the start of the season. So at least I'll have a few things, because St. Patrick's will also go out the 1st of March, and then Easter will go out the 1st of April. So that'll help a little bit. But those are my finishes, my previous finishes, my FFOs. So we are going to go on to whips. The first whip I'm going to show you always, is my full coverage Elks piece for my husband. This turned into a nightmare last night. I'm stitching along and I'm like, why is there green? Why did I stitch green in the elk area that I'm filling out? And I look at the Pattern Keeper app, and it has the wrong DMC number for that symbol. So then I start to freak out, because then I'm like, what else have I stitched wrong? And I was super mad, and I didn't get much stitching in on it last night because I ripped out the majority of the green in the elk area. I left it throughout the tree area because there is no way that I can go back. I discovered how much of an insane nightmare it is to frog on a full coverage piece. I was almost in tears last night. So I luckily caught that. And then the other color that I was working on was also labeled wrong, which is weird because I triple checked, because I'm the one that had to put the DMC numbers to the symbols because it wasn't a supported designer pattern. And I triple checked to make sure that I did that right. and somehow those two weren't right. And so I have the hard copy that from now on, I'm just going to look on the hard copy because I can't do that again. It was a nightmare. So this is where I'm at. And I'll put a picture where I was before. So according to Pattern Keeper, this past week, since I showed you last time, I did like 1,024 or 25 stitches for the week. And this is only working on it for like an hour, hour and a half in the evening. So right now I am at 7,488 stitches out of 82,800, and I'm at 9.04%. But because of the frogging, I mean, that's after the frogging, but I'm just so mad at it and I wanted to put it in timeout, but my husband kept making jokes last night. Oh, maybe you should start over, 3rd time's a charm. I almost stabbed him with my scissors. I was like, luckily you're on the other side of the room, because I would have started chucking stuff at him. I was so mad. So yeah, that's the story on the full coverage piece. I'm just gonna have to be a lot more careful and pay attention. I have a lot of whips this week. The first one is the Suffrage Act. It's the Sal with Stitching with the Sister Lees and Aaron 2 Martini Stitcher, and Michelle Bundy, and a whole bunch of other people. Can't get it out of the bag. And I got a little bit more of the letters done. I'm slow going on this, but I have till November, so. And this is done on 18 count heroic from Picture This Plus. So there's that one. The next one is my, I don't know why I sound so hoarse. My Sal with Anna Stitch Roadie. My sweet, sweet Anna. I love this thing so much. Let me take off the, I should have done this before like I did last time, but it just pops off, sort of. Well, now it doesn't want to pop off. Jeez. So that's where I'm at. I added some more words and did the snow on the other side of the house. I am loving this. The fabric is just perfect. And I'll show you the finishing piece that I have for this. Well, I'm not going to put that all back together right now. Jeez. It just fell apart. All right. So there's that one. My next one is Spring ABCs from Little House Needleworks. I just saw that Niecy Lynn finished this and hers is so pretty. So I did more on it. I'm down to the bottom of the Q snap, but I just have to fill in a little bit here. And this is done, I think it's sea salt. Oh, here it is. I was just saying. Yep, 18 count sea salt from Color and Cotton. So it's a really pretty, like, springy color. It works really nicely. Keep having to clear my throat. I apologize. And then I started Plum Street Sampler Hello Spring. I started that on Monday, I think. I brought it to Stitching Group. So I'm a little annoyed because I'm using the called for colors on the back of it. And you see this bunny is like brown. Well, my bunny, although it works for this fabric, but my bunny is white. And it's the called for thread, so that's just crazy. And this is done on 18 count granite from Be Stitch Me. But I mean, the white works for this fabric, but it's just crazy how different the colors are from what it shows. And then I got this out for Mary, I think it's Mary 25 stitching. So this is Silent Night, which is what I'm stitching in honor of my grandma who is no longer with us. And this is just a random, everybody loved this fabric on Instagram, but it's a random 18 count that I got off of Stash Unloading. I wish I knew its name, but so I finished the church yesterday for Mary 25 stitching. I can't remember what the hashtag is, but I'll put it down below. But look at the variegation. I think that's White Lightning Weeks. I just love this so much. This will definitely have some alterations to the pattern because I really am hoping that it's gonna fit on a church little wooden building that I had gotten from Tractor Supply. So I may not do like the top and bottom border type of thing or anything like that. So we'll see. The next one is Spring Stack from Waxing Moon Designs. And this is done on 18 count Twinkle from Brandy at Stitch Me. And I got the ladies sleeves and the rest of her shirt and the rake done and outlined. So I'm getting close to a finish. I need to work on this a bit more. I want to get the spring stuff done so that I could have it out on display. And then my Sal with Brandy at Stitch Me. Boy, how many times can I say Brandy at Stitch Me in this video? Because I'm already being blamed for enabling, but she's also a friend of mine. So we're selling hands-on design the year of celebrations. For some reason, I cannot get, I don't enjoy stitching these. I don't know why. I'm using the called for DMC because I like the called for, and that's how far I've gotten. I've just done like a teeny bit each day. I can't remember when I started that, but this is on 16 count to bloom. I'm gonna try to do all of them on it, so I just left this whole big piece. It's like a blanket when I stitch. So I really gotta get moving on that to have it done close to the beginning of March. All right, so that's all my whips this week. I had a lot of whips. We are going to go on to Stitchy Haul. It's Stitchy Kindness. So we had our Celebrate Friendship get together with the Kitsap stitching group, and Erin Two Martini Stitcher and Audrey Stitchy Witch and Daylene So Grateful all came to join us, and it was an amazing day. And Daylene actually sent a card. Isn't that awesome? I love how she takes pictures and just puts them on the front of the card. And on the back, this one is God Save the Queen by Annie B's Folk Art, stitched by Daylene Wilson in 2017. But this was a thank you card that she sent to me in care of the Kitsap Stitchers. And because not everybody is at the meetups, I took a picture of each section of this and sent it to our group chat so that everybody was able to see it at the same time. So thank you for the thank you card, but also thank you for coming, for joining us. Sorry if you hear that in the background. Every time that I film, the guinea pig decides that he needs to drink a ton of water and make a ton of noise. He's a little turkey. Okay, so Stitchy Haul. So this is cool. I can't show you the front because it's got my address on it. But this little box is the coolest thing ever. So I'm a member of Cindy Sorley's Stitchery X Press Facebook group. And I happened to see, because she was one of the only ones that I was buying fabric from for a few years. Like, she did these wonky cuts. It was like this addiction, similar to Brandy's Friday Night Fight Night. She'd post one piece and it was just like a wonky size, and you'd hit me please and you'd get it. So they started doing these wonky boxes, which is really cool. So this one I got for February, and it's Love and Friendship. And it says, love and friendship makes us think of those we adore and care for, whether it be a friend or family. We have chosen the month of February to send treasures that will make you smile. You might make a gift for a loved one or share what you may not use. This was a fun month for us, as Cindy just arrived back from Australia and is sharing some awesome floss she picked up. The floss is one of a kind and no longer made. Enjoy. Love and friendship is the, which is really neat because I've been doing Celebrate Stitchy Kindness this month, which is going to stretch into March because I'm behind. But at least I'm still carrying it on. So it gives us a little list, oops, kind of an idea of what's inside of the box. And then it came with a needle minder, like a cute little heart needle minder. And then it came with this pattern, which is the Mirabilia, I can never say, 25th anniversary celebration pattern that's inside of here. So we got that. And then it gives us like a little tutorial instruction sheet on like different kinds of stitches and stuff like that, which was really neat for people who are newer to stitching. And then Pat Carson is also in the group, and she's very active with selling her needles and some of her old patterns. So we got a Cherished Teddy pattern that was from Pat Carson. And this, I'm not 100% sure what this is. Let me see if I can fold this and put this. So we got that. It's like a heavy metal piece, and I'm not sure what it's used for. It didn't really say in the description. So there's that. And then I'm going to open this. They come in these cute little bags. And this is my first one. I don't know if they did January, but I did subscribe to the rest. But it gives us some beads and buttons in it. And then we get into another little baggie. And it is some Kreinik. I'm not sure what this is, but it's just like a little wheel. It looks like floss, but like teeth floss. And then this is Retours a Broder. I don't know, 2718. But it's this really pretty pink. And then they're calling this trim. This is, I think, pearl cotton, I want to say. But there's two different colors of those. And then a little bit of pink trim. None of this is going back in the bags. And then there's a little baggie of just random silks. Another little baggie. I love these little baggies. It's kind of fun to sit here and like open them up. And this one has peony. It's dovestitch.com and Stitches and Spice Firecracker sampler thread, and then a DMC. Some pretty pinks. And then I can't show this pattern because I have no idea where the pattern is from. But we got, I've always wanted one of these teeny tiny little hoops. And they gave us this little pattern that's like got a whole bunch of little hearts that we can stitch and put inside that little hoop and make a necklace. And then we got a snag repair tool, which I don't own, so I'm so excited for that. Everybody says great things about it. And then the last was fabric. I picked the Ada box, of course. So you've seen this. I've stitched on this before. This has conversation hearts on it. And then just a really pretty pink or peachy pink. And then a really pretty purple, like a speckled purple. So that's what I got. And I think the box was about $35 with shipping included, I believe. So that was a pretty neat little box. Some of it I may just use for a giveaway. We'll see. I don't know. My other stitchy haul was Fortnite Fabrics. They didn't write the name on this and I can't remember, but this is 18 count. I'm part of their monthly subscription. So it's a really cool grayish. These are based on mushrooms. So I think next month is like a brown. This is really pretty. This is Color and Cotton's monthly club. Let me take it out of the, it's called Stratus, and they sent me a 16 count. Look at that. It's like a jean. I don't know if it reminds me of like light jeans. I love it. It's really pretty. Or clouds, because there's some modeling in there. And then I did get 3 patterns. I do have some stuff on the way that probably won't get here in time. Brandy's fabric is coming. I'm so excited to see the custom piece she made for Lady of the Flag. I haven't seen it fully finished, so I'm excited. But I got this for my daughter, of course. Ink Circles Happy Hanukkah. This is an awesome pattern. It's so neat. She's excited for this one. I think she's just into collecting all the Jewish patterns now. Then I got Heart and Hand, Gobble Give Thanks. And then I got Silent Night, Holy Night by Poppy Creations. Eventually I'm gonna have a whole section of Silent Night decor for Christmas. Those were from the Stash and Load site. Okay, back again, interrupting my regular video because the mail actually came while I was editing the video together. So I got a little bit more stitchy haul to insert. I got a couple of patterns off of Stash and Load. I'm now obsessed with Shepherd's Bush. So I got the Shepherd's Bush Land of the Free. And I also claimed Shepherd's Bush Be Brave. So those are the 2 patterns I got off the Stash site. Okay, Brandy's fabric came, all right? So the first piece, I'm so excited, is an 18 count. She sent me a pale yellow in replace of the bright yellow that I showed a few videos ago because I want to do an Easter piece, and she thought this would work better. So she just sent me a replacement piece. She's super awesome. So it's just a light pale yellow, maybe a little bit of greenish to it. It's hard to tell because the lighting's kind of weird. And then this is the Princess fabric that I claimed off of Friday Night Fight Night that Stitcher Mill had passed on to me because she had claimed it. It's a beautiful, beautiful mottled blue. Love that. Okay, guys. This is the patriotic piece that she made for my Lady of the Flag. That's gonna look so awesome. That's so cool. Just some blues and some reds, and it's like a goldish tint. I think she's gonna look amazing on this. Brandy, you did an awesome job. Thank you so much for getting this finished and ready in time for my Leap Day start. Look at that. That's so cool. I like it because it's darker than the Heroic Picture This Plus. That's really, really faded and you can't really see the colors. This you can see the colors on it, and I really like that. I think Lady of the Flag is going to look really good, and it's going to be a one-of-a-kind type of fabric because I think she hand paints this with like the dye, I think, but this is awesome. And this is 16 count because 16 count was what the suggested was for Lady of the Flag because of the beads. So I'll be doing that. So that was the rest of my stitchy haul. I'm super excited that it came in time to squeeze it into this video. So now back to the regular video. I did pre-order like 9 Nashville patterns. I just ordered or emailed Janine at Acorns and Threads, and she was like, got it, done. So I'll insert pictures of them as I'm talking about them. So I ordered with Needle and Thread Souvenirs of the Heart, the Star Spangled Spectacular. I ordered the 4 Seasons patterns from like Puntini. Those are really cool looking, but they're really expensive. But I ordered those. I ordered Hands On Design Memorial Day, which is a Nashville exclusive. I ordered Luminous Fiber Arts Farm Fresh Eggs and Robin's Discovery. And I ordered Madame Chantilly Celebrate the 4th. So I'm going to have a hands full. That's a lot. Normally I don't do pre-orders, but I pre-ordered before I found out that I might be going down for Market Day. Instead of, I'm not going to First Thursday next week. A few members of our Kitsap group decided to go down, and it's already really, really crowded. So I decided to stay back. My sister's not going, and we're going to let them enjoy their time there. But I'll definitely be going in April. So I'm sad that I'm missing it, but I think I'll be going down shortly after for Market Day. So that'll make up for it. But they wanna drive down there, and there's maybe 3 to 4 of them, and it's already like super crowded in there. I don't know. We'll just give them some time. I'll miss all my friends, but hopefully I'll see some at Market Day if I end up going. All right. So I'm gonna do another pattern parade. This one is all like farm themed because I am obsessed with farm theme. So hopefully you guys will like this one or this parade. So again, Heinzet or Hinzet, however you say it, is rooster. Oops. And it's got all the charms. This one is a current whip that I haven't touched in a while, so I just brought up this Heartland Sampler by the Scarlet House. This is so awesome, but I started on this corn and I got way off count, and I don't know if it's all going to fit on the fabric, so I may just restart it just to be safe. Who knows? Heartstring Samplery Festive Little Fobs Barnyard Edition. You guys saw a couple of those teeny tiny little pillow finishes. Rivaris, The Farm. This one was gifted to me by Melissa. I believe that won a giveaway. And then I have all of the little sheep virtues. So there's Hope. I don't know what these ones are. That one was Love. This one is Peace. This one is Courage. This one is Faith. This one is Simplicity. And he's drinking again. I don't know how he can drink so much water. This one is Patience. Oh, that's funny. Patience came up. I'm losing my patience. These animals. Gotta love them. Wisdom. Friendship. Kindness. Gratitude. And joyfulness. So eventually, my plan is to stitch all these and put it on the window that I showed you with the chicken wire. Just take off the bottom garland. I have 2 of them, so these would fit on there. Just have to stitch them. And then this, I really, really, really want to start. Farm Life, Little House Needleworks. Stitching in the Bluegrass, I believe, is the one that made me fall in love with this pattern. She stitched it and it's beautiful. So I really, really want to get started on that one. Country Cottage Needleworks, Farm Fresh. American Farmhouse from the Scarlet House. I love this too. I am not a house stitcher, and all these have houses in them. Gotta love it. Sisters and Best Friends, Barnyard Friends. The Work Basket, Quaker Pig and Rooster. I want to get the owl one. I had claimed it on Stash Unloading, but turns out the lady that I claimed it from got kicked out because she started taking people's money and not sending the items. So I had to put in a PayPal claim to get my money back because I never got it. And it was the Work Basket Quaker owl with another animal I can't remember, but oh my gosh, I was so sad because I had dealt with her before and she had sent stuff, and then all of a sudden she just started taking people's money and not sending anything. So I was really hoping I'd get that, but I'll get it another time. The Prairie Schooler just hatched, and this is on cardstock. Hands-on design. Queen, sorry, let me take a drink. I do not know what's wrong with me. Queen Bee Flower Farm. I feel fine. I don't know why I'm congested. I don't have allergies. Oh, so annoying. Bent Creek, this is one of the Snappervilles, Stockyard. I just like it because the animals are stacked. Cricket Collection, Free Range. Another Hinzette or Hinzite Rise and Shine. Little House Needleworks, The Old Red Barn. Heart and Hand, Wee Rooster. Fancy that. This is called Primitive Village, but to me it's like, if you could see, it's definitely farmy. Twin Peak Primitives, Buy Local. Redbird Designs, Put Your Big Girl Panties On. I need to stitch this. I love it so much. Bobby G Designs, Barnyard Fun. My Big Toe, Hens and Chicks, and I've stitched the top pattern. I don't know, I don't think I've shown it. Maybe I'll try to remember and show it next video. It's actually right here. So that's the Hens and Chicks. And I just finished it on a wooden piece that has chicken wire. Stitched piece is on sticky board with twine around it. And then it's just tied on in the back. That's a little impromptu previous FFO, just because of that pattern. Waxing Moon Designs, Wool and Whimsy. Pickle Barrel Designs, Farm to Table Part 1. I think these were releases last year for Nashville. I want to say, but I can't remember. And then Farm to Table Part 2. So those are my farm themed patterns that I could find. I figured that since I showed the impromptu chicken finish and I can't find the patterns for these and I showed farm theme, I'd show you, I'll insert a picture of my display, how I have these, but I did a couple of the stacks. So here's the sheep, and then I just did plaid brown on the back with a little sheep button, and it has brown chenille on the sides. And then I did the pigs. These are Plum Streets. And then brown plaid, but the little piggy on the back with the brown chenille. And I did the cows. These are all hand sewn. There's a little cow in the back. The goats is my next one, and then the chickens. I don't think I'm going to do any of the non-farm themed stacks because I just don't have a place to display them. But I wanted to show those 3. I need to get stitching. That's what I need to do. I think I want to start the farm life and then just frog the other one that I started, but we'll see. So I think that is everything. I'm really scatterbrained today. And I also forgot to show the finishing pieces. This is going to be a very scatterbrained video to splice together. The finishing pieces that I had found. Last week I talked about the apple piece. I showed a pattern. This is the wooden apple that I had gotten from Target last year. It's just $3, but that one apple harvest or whatever would be perfect for this. This I found at Goodwill. Obviously I'm going to remove the mirror from it, but it was such a neat little piece, and this definitely needs to be removed. I'll put my own bow on there, but it's like a cream colored, perfect little finishing piece, just to try to think outside the box. Okay, so now this next piece is for my Silent Night piece that I showed you in my whips. Originally, I had 3 weird looking little Santa faces that I ripped off, but I found this piece at Goodwill. It is a window, and it has the Starry Night. Of course, I ripped a little piece that we'll have to cover up when I rip the Santas off. But it's a Starry Night with a window. No, not the Silent Night piece. Search the Sky. I don't know what I'm thinking. Search the Sky from Waxing Moons is what's going to go on here. And I had found this prior to starting that. And then when Anna wanted to do the SAL, I was like, oh yeah, because I wanted to get it done to finish on this piece. So it'll get all fixed up. I like how rustic it looks, but I just need to fix the rips and see if it'll cover it or not. So yeah, so those are the finishing pieces. I apologize that this video is going to be all weird and spliced together. So we'll get you back to the regular video now. It's been a rough week, so I've been pretty exhausted. It's not a rough week involving me. It's just people around me that I've been worried for and that kind of stuff. And I went back to sleep after dropping the kids off and didn't wake up till 10. So, and it's 11 now, so I just filmed shortly after I got in the shower and woke up. So maybe that's what's wrong with me. I'm just not with it. I just want to thank everybody. I'm not close to 1,000. I think I'm almost close to 700. But I have a really, really good idea for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I don't want to say too much, but if you guys wouldn't mind telling your friends, sharing my videos, just helping me out. Because for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I'm going to help out some other people that are close to me, if that makes sense. Hint, hint. It'll be a really good giveaway when I hit 1,000. I've got a really neat idea. So just help a girl out, please. And if you watch this whole entire video and aren't a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. I still get super excited when I get alerts. I don't know if anybody else does. I feel like a dork. I'll be at work because I work on the weekends, and I'll just get this goofy look on my face, and you know, my work sons will be like, you got another subscriber. I was like, yeah. So I really do get excited still, and I get excited for comments too. I love your guys' comments. So anyways, I think that is it. This is gonna be a really weird video, so I apologize. But until I see you guys next week, happy stitching.